want to talk to you today about how is it that you're celebrating without a win? Let me explain. I understand that there comes a time when you become a grown-up and you want to do things on your own, and that's fine. You're supposed to. But how can you say you're doing things on your own when you're still living at home? Probably sounds like a hypocrite, but the truth be told, we've all been there, we've all done that. And one thing that I'm trying to teach is that you got to understand when you're taking alcohol or tobacco, it's going to ruin your body one way or another. Grandpa always used to say, pick one. You can't do both. You can't put yourself in an early grave. So with that being said, you choose what you want to do, but here's one that I'm going to add to that. Before you choose how you want to continue to live and use something as a form of a celebration, why don't you focus on actually accomplishing something, meaning put in work, and then you can go ahead and celebrate. You see, for a long time as teenagers, we end up doing things that we're not supposed to, which is fine because it's all part of the process. But when you become a young adult, what you end up doing to yourself is that you end up taking in all that alcohol to cause you to go a little loopy. You're gonna lose consciousness, and then when you come to the next morning, it's called a hangover, and you hate that hangover, and you hate that feeling. And then you're saying to yourself, I'm not doing this ever again. But lo and behold, the weekend comes or another situation arises, and there you go, popping drinks and pounding them and doing whatever it is you're doing. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're going to have that drink, you better have earned that drink. And I'm not talking about going to work and putting in your 8-hour, 12-hour, 16-hour shift and then coming home and popping one cold one. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you better have put in work. Like, you know exactly where you're going. You know exactly how hard you struggled. You know exactly the pain you're going through. But you cannot numb that pain using alcohol content. Instead, you need to celebrate a win that you feel is deemed, I did it. If you sit there and you're drinking alcohol and just consuming it because you think you're having a good conversation, but you still end up being drunk, then that wasn't a conversation and it wasn't good, now was it? So again, there's no need to have alcohol involved in order to have a good conversation. All you need to do is make sure you understand that you can do a lot of things without putting alcohol in your system. You don't need that. Yes, it's been around forever and a day, but that's why they say constantly, drink responsibly. And if you're responsible, then social drinking is fine to a certain extent, but you can't turn around and down a 24-pack and expect to be okay, because then that becomes pointless. You do that and just drink with your friends. I promise you, 5 years from now, that same group of friends is gone, is no longer there. And all that was left is just an empty shell of what you used to be, just like those empty bottles. So do yourselves a favor, young ones. Don't stop, don't quit, keep moving forward.